So why don't you start off telling us a little bit about yourself?
Well, you know, my name's Brian Weathers, and I like pie.
Okay, I'm actually talking about the whole rollerblading thing.
Oh, well, I mean, I do like pie. So
that's fine if you like pie, but I'm actually...
Well, you want to know anything about me, Dave. You don't want this... It is a movie, right? So it's supposed to be all true facts and whatnot. So, I mean, it's... You know, I do rollerblade, but I also like pie.
How'd you get in rollerblading?
Well, it's a funny story, really.
Go on, yeah.
Oh, you want me to tell you the host? Okay.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the documentary.
Gotcha, right. Well, you know, my mom, she gave me a pair of rollerblades when I was first 8. You know, I put them on and I was just hooked immediately. Well, you know, this is it. This is the first place my mom took me when I was 8 years old. Popped on my first pair of rollerblades. I've still got them, as you see on my feet there. It was, like I said, it was quite a magical experience. You know, she came down here, sat down, she said, you know, this is where you will live out your life. This is where the rest of your days will happen. And I believe her, because I'm probably going to die on my rollerblades right here. Popped them on, strode around here, and you know, in no time, I think I'd built up a considerable fan base. You know, Sundays were probably the best. It seemed like everybody from around the town showed up just to watch me skate. You know, they come in, they dress real nice, you know, ties and little dresses and stuff like that. And, you know, it was just a great experience. You know, just watching them all show up and, you know, cheering and clapping. Boom.
How do you feel when you're skating?
Well, it's, you know, it's like a real thorough spiritual experience, you know.
Spiritual.
Yeah, you know, your hair's blowing back in the wind and whatnot. You know, it's just all majestic and everything. You know, and you want to know what the weird thing about it is?
What's that?
Is that, you know, when I'm on my blades, my body's going real fast, you know. But I also feel like my mind's going fast too.
Really?
Like, okay, say you know, ask me a question.
Square root of 64.
Right, and I don't know it, you know. But if I was on my blades, you know, I'll have it instantly. Almost, you know, there, boom.
Yeah.
It's, what's that? Okay, it's an answer, so I'll give it to you, you know.
There's no science to back that up, though, is there? No.
Well, there's no science to back up gravity now, is there either?
Actually, there is, yeah. It's a scientific, it's a law.
Well, okay, you see, it's a legal concept. It's not really a spiritual or a scientific backing, now is it now?
Now, if you could, I see your attire. You got the, you know, the short shorts and the football jerseys. Talk about that for a second.
Well, you know, it's like any man who's just the epitome of sex. Oh, I think, backtrack. The year is 2014, you know, and they're making a sophisticated sex robot. It's got to go back in time now, save his own self. Well, I like to think that if, you know, they made a sex robot, you know, technical difficulties on the side, that I would be that, you know, I'd be the pure image of that. You know, you got your blades, so you go fast. You've got your witty charm, I like to think I've got, and, you know, people are going to hate you one way or the other, but I'm a sex robot nonetheless. That's why, you know, when I'm on my blades, I walk through, it's like, you know, I'd f you, and you got a beard, but I'd probably still f you too, you know.
So just everybody.
Well, right, you know, I like to think of myself as one walking and if I were going to, you know, plow into anything, it would be anybody. That's the way I see my life going.
Now, a lot of people in the community are really rude to you, aren't they?
Rude's a bit harsh word now, isn't it? More like, I'm definitely not the most liked guy around here, you know.
So, misunderstood. Maybe.
Well, the greats are misunderstood, am I right? You know? Like, you say, for instance, Hitler.
Hitler.
Right, you know, the actor. I like to think me and Adolf Hitler have a lot in common.
Now, we're talking about the same, the Nazi leader who tried to exterminate the Jews. Is that
Yeah, he's a terrific actor.
Yeah, I think you're getting it. No, Hitler, he wasn't an actor.
You know, he's in one that was the movie. He's in the one with the boys and the football little team. He also did the one with little kids. And he was, oh no, kids are a wee bitty. I don't know what to do with them. Like that. And you see, it was a good movie, fantastic actor.
Rick Moranis, is that who you think, the guy with the glasses? Rick Moranis?
Oh, right. Yeah, he was one of you know, I get them mixed up. I like, for some reason, I always have. History was real hard science for me. The hair. I think something with the hair, maybe the glass. I don't really know.
Okay, so is there ever a time you take your rollerblades off?
Well, no. Is there ever a time that a football player in pro football takes his jersey off? No, there's probably not.
There is, though.
But I doubt it. Have you ever been there when they take a shower? See, for instance, me, the only thing I do take off is, you know, my jersey and my pants, and my undergarments and whatnot. The blades stay on. So do my hat. My mom said to me one day, she said, you know, Christmas is coming up, and you know, I got you your blades and stuff, and we haven't really worried about what happens if you crack your skull. And she asked me, I could either have a life jacket, because I think we were going out on the boat that day, or I could get a helmet. And I said a helmet. You know, the reason I say that is because, you know, take the helmet for instance. You're stranded in the middle of water. Your life jacket eventually is gonna deflate. Say a shark comes by, you know, oh no, shark, no, it's there, and you know it bites you, and you're squirming frantically. You squirm out of your little life jacket because it's only gonna come around like that, you know. So I like to think that my helmet here, say I'm out stranded in the water, I'd pop it off and plop down there. It's like a miniature boat, you know, because it's got a crevice in it. It'll float a little bit, I promise you that.
A miniature boat.
Yeah, like, you know, say Rick Moranis comes out of nowhere, and he's like, I haven't met you way Betty, and here I am, I'm in my hat, and I'm safe, you know, bombs away. Come on, British Fleet, come on, Hail Marys, you know, I'm gonna make it home just fine, shark free.
What do you want to say to all the people out there about rollerblading, about you specifically?
You're supposed to say something real inspirational, right?
If you want to, yeah, whatever comes to mind.
Okay, well, you know, it's like, you ever found yourself sitting there at a train track and you're thinking, you know, could I outrun this train? Have you ever tried to outrun a train?
I have.
No, because you can't, you know, because, you know, it's coming full speed, and there's a lot of mass to it, so if you get hit, you're splattered instantly. I like to think that, you know, when I'm rolling down a hill or just standing still on my blades, that I'm kind of like a freight train. I'm coming at you full speed. I'm not going to stop. I don't care if you're throwing small bits of kiwi at me or whatnot. I'm going to keep coming. It's just, you know, it's a philosophy of not caring what others think. So, you know, I like to think that if you put your mind to it, you can pretty much do whatever it is you want to. My mom said to me one day, you know, Brian, what are you going to do with your life? And I said, well, you're looking at it. Well, no, I was eating a bag of Cheetos.
You've been smoking those a lot. What are those made out of?
Well, there's another interesting story behind that as well. You know, I had a really deep physical contact with alien life forms. Turns out there was a UFO back there. And I said, hello little lads, what's going on there? And they were like, oh no, now. And I didn't know what they were saying, so I just said, okay, whatever. And they said, here you go, hey, take this take a little puff. So I took it and I puffed on it, and I've been hooked since then. No one else can make something this majestic. It's almost like weed and fine twine mixed together. And I'm smoking it, and I feel hot as a kite right now.
I think people have been doing that for years, though. The whole.
Well, that's with weed now, isn't it? It's not these. These are from space, you see? Black, they're from space.